You've responded time and time again in these playoffs after a shaky performance. How much confidence did you have going into this game?
I felt pretty good. Obviously, you never want to give up that many goals at home, but I felt good with the way I was playing. Obviously, they got some bounces last game and some open looks, so I feel pretty confident in this building, and we've done well against them all year, so I wasn't too worried about it. Was just looking forward to get out there again.
Ben, just kind of to piggyback off that, all the talk is about the Rangers and Lundqvist in Game 7s, but now you're 2-0, you have 2 shutouts. Just how does that feel?
Yeah, it's nice. Obviously, we all knew his record. You saw it all over the TV, and there wasn't many people picking us, so it's nice. It kind of gives you a little bit more. You don't need much in these games, but to kind of break that record home, I think they were 6-0. So it's always nice to be able to do that. But the team's played so well the last 2 Game 7s and really haven't given up much. And if we play like we did tonight, we have a pretty good chance every night.
Hey, Ben. After Game 6, you talked about them kind of losing the net in the third period a little bit. What was this about the structure tonight that made it so effective in front of you?
Well, we didn't give them much. Last game they had some open looks, some odd man rushes, and a couple C&I pucks. And tonight the guys, were blocking shots, giving up their body, sacrificing, and it makes a big difference when the guys out there are doing that, and makes it really easy on me.
Alex?
Over here to the right.
Alex? Obviously the first goal in the series has been huge. Lundqvist had a couple big saves before that. Just what were the emotions or the feeling on the bench after you scored that first one?
Yeah, I think he had a couple nice ones. We didn't think it was going to be a nice one because he was making a lot of nice saves. On that play, it was kind of just a seeing eye shot. Just put it to the net. Filppula had a good screen. Stammer was in front. Pretty fortunate it went through his 5-hole.
Just for both of you or Ben, just what are the emotions as the clock ticked down to 0, and Ben, as the guys came towards you there? What were the emotions like?
It was a great feeling. I know with a lot of the guys on our team, especially being Rangers last year, I know they really wanted this, but more importantly, just for us as a team, moving forward after that 7-3 loss, to show the resiliency. We know this is a special group. We've known that since day one, and to come out and play the way we did tonight was huge.
Yeah, I was just hoping that horn was going to go sooner than later. They were kind of seemed like they were in our zone the last 3 minutes, so I was just trying to catch my breath, and they all came. It's just an exciting feeling, You want to give your chance to, at the beginning of the year to get the playoffs, and we got to the playoffs, and then, each round you want to give yourself a chance to play for Stanley Cup, and now we're right there. And like Killer said, this is a special group. We've known that all year, so to be able to go through it with them, and I think a couple, really happy players on our team that were somewhere else last year are even more excited.
Is there a feeling of accomplishment or more to accomplish?
I think both. Anytime you can play for the Stanley Cup, it's pretty fulfilling. And, we said after the game we still haven't accomplished anything yet. You're 4 wins away. It's going to be probably the hardest 4 wins of all of our careers. So we know there's a lot ahead of us, 2 really good teams in the Western Conference. So we'll just try to get a little bit of rest here in the next couple of days and then be ready for whoever we play.
Ben, when you were growing up playing in St. Louis, what kind of dreams did you have? You ever dream about getting to this, or did that ever come up in your head?
Yeah, absolutely. You're always dreaming about playing for the Stanley Cup when you're on the street playing in the driveway and all that stuff. To think it's going to be a reality, seems pretty far away when you're that young coming out of St. Louis. But it was a lot of help and hard work. We're here.
This is really for either of you guys. How intently do you watch the game tomorrow, and do you have a preference as to who you guys play in the final?
Go ahead, Marino.
I think we'll definitely be watching the game. I've been watching the other series pretty intently. You know what? It doesn't really matter who we play. I think, with one of the teams we have home ice advantage. That might help a little bit, but regardless, we can't control what happens tomorrow night. We can only control ourselves, and with the way we played tonight, we're pretty happy going forward.